Hey, what's going on, everyone? SJB Eli here today, and we're here! And it's been years since the last one, reacting to Goku vs. Superman, Part 3 of Death Battle. Now, to put a basic summary, this is like a whole new one. It's not a continuation, I think, of their past battles. It's like fresh. This is like really controversial for the channel because of course, Superman's always gonna win. I personally think they're gonna make him win again because comic books, there's way too many iterations, way too many versions. While Dragon Ball, we got like 2 versions of Goku, 3 if we're counting GT. We got Dragon Ball Hero Goku, we got GT Goku, we got the main canon Goku, and if you want to count the manga Goku, that's 4. But even then, that doesn't compare to like 10,000 versions of Superman that they got. Like, so honestly, I think Superman's gonna win. Even though I am a Dragon Ball fan, I got Ultra Instinct right here. I have hope. I want Goku to win, but I really feel like it's not gonna happen. And yeah, but you know, fun fact: a long time ago, I did do a review of the first Death Battle when I was like in elementary. And that shit actually popped off. I had a hella views from that. It was like 1,000 views, but I deleted it because I was so embarrassed when I went to like middle school because I was like, you know, this shit's kind of embarrassing because my voice is hella like, hey guys, well yeah, you know, honestly, what can Superman do? He can't even laser a whole planet. Like, what the hell? Okay, but anyway, you know, this is kind of personal. I mean, this debate is always personal, but honestly, I can't see Goku winning unless Death Battle really does something like unfair again, where they're like, yeah, there's 10,000 versions of Superman again, and we're gonna give Goku just Goku. So anyway, let's jump right into this. Let's see what happens and let's watch. I'm probably gonna skip all the ads and all that, so just a heads up. Oh, I'm about to say already?
Son Goku, Superman. It's time to answer the ultimate question, and we're taking it all into play.
We're examining Superman's extensive mainline comic book canon. Given Dragon Ball Super's contentious continuities, we'll include all 3, just to be thorough, plus Dragon Ball Heroes.
He's Wiz and I'm Boomstick.
And it's our job to analyze their weapons, armor, and skills.
Okay, so they're doing like 4 of Superman, 5, 6 of his canon while they're trying to make it more fair by including Dragon Ball Heroes Goku too. Okay,
Find
okay.
out who would win.
I guess that's a little better. That's a little better.
Far away, in an enchanted land, an old master found a boy and marveled at his uncommon strength. This is the story of Son Goku.
Son Goku! Wait, let's see
this guy.
Inspired by martial arts films and his wife's interest in Chinese culture, Akira Toriyama crafted the story and the character that would define generations to come.
Yes, sir!
Kakarot was born a low-class Saiyan on the planet Vegeta, narrowly escaped its destruction by Frieza, and was raised on Earth by happy old Grandpa Gohan.
Not just raised, but trained. Gohan began Goku's teachings in martial
look at that bottom part. Not a bad dad. You guys are just mean. Yes, you guys are just mean. He's not a bad dad, bro. He died for his son.
Which focuses on discipline and
twice.
Both of which strongly
what the hell? Both times he died is for his son.
The more he wanted to improve, this little low-class monkey boy would prove that hard work and dedication can
That made me want to rewatch all these fights.
Within just a few years, he was so strong, the only worthy teachers left were gods. And a talking cat, but mostly gods. When you're training to dodge lightning, you know you're a few leagues over everyone else.
He did have a slight advantage. Saiyans are naturally superhuman. They also take Nietzsche's famous words, "What doesn't kill you makes you stronger," very, very literally.
It's almost unfair how much of a boost in power they get after they're hurt.
While Saiyans like Vegeta may have abused this trait, it suits Goku. No matter how many times you knock him down, he will get back up, stronger than before.
It helps that he knows so many cool combat moves, like the Kamehameha!
An incredibly powerful technique that focuses one's ki into a single point for a devastating beam.
So challenging, it took Roshi decades to master, but Goku got it in like 5 seconds.
It's incredibly versatile. style with over 50 different variations.
After image, I'll drink the Circle Dix, Dragon Fist, Energy Line Mind, Entertainment Wave, Blight, Fusion Dance, Godvine. Okay. Okay, yeah, they got like all his moves. Oh, they got more. Key sensing. Oh yeah. Okay, yeah, they got a lot. They got all. I think they got all of his moves this time.
Exactly book smart. He is a genius when it comes to martial arts. He doesn't just train to conquer his opponents, but to conquer himself.
He's also got some different moves, like trapping you in a rice cooker.
Well, pretty much any container could be used for the Mothama sealing technique.
Then there's Kaioken, aka instant steroids. Goku's multiplied his power by 20 with it before, and in a movie, he even got it up to times 100. What a badass!
The Genki Dama, or Spirit Bomb, is potentially his strongest attack, but it requires considerable time. Unlike instant transmission, which is a teleport that's instant. The way it works is Goku detects another person, like a sort of beacon, then teleports to their location by launching himself through an alternate dimension where time stands still. Yes, according to the Daizenshuu guidebook, it's a dimension hop. You can actually see this in between space in some movies and games.
And the dubs wanted us to think it shot Goku's molecules around at light speed.
Since our mission's dimension hopping, I didn't know that.
In fact, early dubs of Dragon Ball Z tried to rewrite Goku as a Superman figure. Even his famous speech on Namek about being the light in the darkness was originally about him coming to terms with the same heritage, accepting his anger and pride, avenging
He's actually just a guy that likes to fight, but he coincidentally he be saving people, honestly.
Yeah.
But he doesn't know. He actually doesn't like people to die too, though.
It's when he went gold. Super Saiyan and its sequels all have official power multipliers, but they threw us for a loop by turning Goku into a god.
Are they really going to use the actual power multipliers?
Goku gained Divine Ki, a pure form of Ki unspoiled by mortal hands. Unlike normal Ki, it can't be detected and appears to have healing properties.
Kinda like Senzu beans. Did you know one Senzu has so much healing juice it can regenerate a person's lost limbs?
Wait.
They're missing out.
God Goku reached a level of power that could compete with the greatest of deities, nearly shattering the whole universe with a single clash on his first go. Dragon Ball's cosmology is unique. This model is said to be an accurate depiction of Universe 7, but there's a wrinkle there. When all of humanity went to heaven,
because Boo went Boozerk,
Videl commented that heaven is just as large as a universe, and the Daizenshuu backs her up.
And that's heaven, big planet.
So let's scale things up with that in mind. Doing so would make Universe 7 over 1,500 times larger than our own observable universe.
And Goku could destroy that much the first time he went God. And he didn't lose that power. He learned how to use it even better, even in base form. Now, imagine how much stronger he became when he stacked Super Saiyan on Super Saiyan God and became Super Saiyan Blue.
Okay, thank you for saying Super Saiyan Blue.
Yeah,
no one's saying that. Nobody says that.
Almighty angels.
Look at all the forms.
The blue hairdo and stacked Kaioken on top of that.
Goku has certainly performed great feats with God Ki. Breaking through his time stop by forcing himself into the future.
They're really hyping up Goku, but I really still feel like they're gonna have Superman win. I'm sorry, I just can't. It's just Death Battle. Death Battle always is pretty biased.
God move that nopes you out of existence. Your being and your soul erased from all of time and space.
Culminating in his greatest form, Ultra Instinct.
Chrome Goku isn't a normal transformation, it's a state of mind. Ultra Instinct is the highest peak of martial arts, subconsciously making optimal choices because you're in the zone. Doing without thinking.
Something Goku has always been training to do. Technically, it can be used in any form, but when perfected, Autonomous Ultra Instinct makes you untouchable. No matter what comes his way, Goku will automatically dodge, block, and counter to the best of his ability, even pushing his body well beyond his physical limits. So far beyond, in fact, Ultra Instinct can summon a massive avatar to defend him when his own body can't.
That sounds really intense!
It is, which is why he's developed incremental versions of it for specific uses. It's extremely difficult to maintain the full form for long.
Until you get to Dragon Ball Heroes, aka Dragon Ball fanfiction gone Kaioken times 1,000.
While technically a different continuity, CC Goku is functionally a stand-in for the mainline Goku. His history and powers are the same, making his story just as much of a what-if scenario as the multiple super continuities. The only real difference is Toriyama's not really involved.
This Goku used instant transmission to teleport through time and dimensions. He outsped a god who could see the future. He defeated Dark King Fu, who was gonna rewrite the
Goku is cracked.
Hell,
Heroes Goku is just on crack.
GT cool. Xeno Goku
He's
can break
crazy.
space-time just by going Super Saiyan 4.
Looking back at that goofy monkey boy chopping wood and punching dinosaurs, it's almost overwhelming to think about how far Goku has come. How much he's had
you know
to
what? They're giving him,
But
they're
no
giving him all
matter
the
the
credit. They're giving him all the
challenge, he
credit.
takes it head on
Just
and
for
pushes
the
through.
Showing everyone,
Goku, please
everywhere,
win this
how to
time. Even
go
though I
even
know
further
that battle,
beyond.
I know how they be treating you, bro.
Faster than a speeding
There we
bullet,
go.
more powerful than a locomotive.
Oh, no.
It's a bird, it's a plane, it's
Superman.
Just a locomotive? People in the 40s needed bigger imaginations.
born on the far-off world of Krypton.
Oh, shit.
The
Okay, look, real quick. I do like Superman. I do. Just that, of course, I love Goku more. I grew up watching Dragon Ball. It's just that. Why they gotta? Just like, why can't they put the current canon Superman against the current canon Goku? Like, just do make it that simple.
As Clark Kent, he eventually became Superman, champion of the oppressed, the man
But I guess
of
they're
tomorrow.
trying to make it
You've
equal by
only
doing
seen
all
the
the
movies,
iterations of Goku.
forget
There's
him.
all the
Comic book
iterations of
Clark's
Superman.
not the perfect Boy Scout, and he's definitely not Jesus. Wait, weren't the guys who made him Jewish?
Jerry Siegel and Joe Shuster were sons of Jewish immigrants and grew up in a time when anti-Semitism went largely unchallenged.
And then that ugly mustache showed up.
Oh, I didn't know
Understandably
creators were
seeking
Jewish.
escape
What
from
the
some
heck?
truly terrifying horrors, the pair created Superman to be a simple solution to overwhelming problems.
A hero who could defeat any evil by
Oh,
just
the new
punching
show?
it. Hell yeah, that's how I live my life.
After almost 9 decades, Superman has been many things. At the core, his story is one of a refugee, a child who lost his home, left to the mercy of alien people.
Galaxy
This new
News,
world
I never heard of
accepted
that
him,
one.
raised him, gave him a new home, because helping others in need
He had hella
is the
love
right
interest.
thing
Wait,
to
what?
do.
That was just
That's
Lois
why
Lane,
he
Wonder
became
Woman,
a
and Lana
superhero,
Lang.
the
What?
first superhero.
Everything's gotta start somewhere,
Okay.
but he was the first one to really take off. I mean, not literally. It took a while, actually, before he learned how to fly.
In fact, when Clark discovered his Kryptonian heritage, he struggled to accept it and subconsciously developed mental blocks, severing him from his true power, which he would uncover throughout his life.
He's strong enough to shoulder
Damn,
press the
bro.
weight of the earth for 5 days straight, or crush coal
I remember
into
that.
perfectly cut diamond.
That's not how that
Damn.
works.
He's fast enough to reach the edge of the universe in seconds, or even break the bonds of infinity. Wait, he can do all that, but Batman can punch him out? Really?
You're probably thinking of Elseworld stories outside main canon like Dark Knight Returns. It's a good question though. Superman's powers have fluctuated over time for a variety of reasons. However, for Death Battle, we take the characters at their best.
Yeah, like how his breath is so powerful he can sneeze away a solar
Wait,
system
it's like-
or blow air cold enough to freeze ghosts.
Speaking of, his X-ray
See,
vision
now I was
doesn't
like,
just
see, they're
walls.
saying, we
It
take
can
them
see
at their
through your
best,
own body
so-
and mind to examine your soul.
Yeah.
And yet, he can't
Yeah.
see through lead. That's
Goku's
okay,
fucked.
though.
That's
He
basically
can
what they're
just burn
saying,
through
bro.
it with
Oh my
his face.
God.
Since he gets his power from the yellow sun, his heat vision burns with the fire of a star. And if beams aren't enough, he can blast it out of his whole body for a super flare. It used to totally drain him, but he's learned how to control it.
Simply put, Superman's powers defy physics. My favorite examples of this are when he
Wait, but wasn't that technically a different Superman, the new 52 Superman who died because he used that? I thought the new Superman couldn't do that. I don't know. I mean, somebody watches that's up to date with DC, let me know.
built a reality warping miracle machine from memory, or punched Brainiac so hard every version of him felt it through all of time, or when he gained 10 years worth of medical training through only 5 minutes of reading and then successfully performed lung surgery.
Nice. My favorite example is when he smelled brownies in North Dakota from orbit.
Even beyond his powers, Superman is no novice when it comes to the intricacies of battle.
He's trained in Kryptonian martial arts, which uses Chi, or as they call it, Shriar. He even got summoned to Asgard to fight demons with Thor for 1,000 years.
Superman can resist being erased from existence, such as tanking Darkseid's Omega Beams. Even Retcon and the Time Trapper, both of which hijack and alter timelines, can't touch him. Not because of his powerful mental defenses or healing factor, but because he's a cosmic linchpin in the greater metaverse.
Timelines literally revolve around him.
But let's address the S-shaped elephant in the room. You may have noticed we've covered a variety of Superman eras. Superman, and DC Comics as a whole, have gone through multiple retcons.
Golden Age, Silver Age, Pre-Crisis, Post-Crisis, New 52, Rebirth, and so on.
It would help to know which one is the main Superman, right? Well, they all are.
Yeah, the latest reboots basically said everything in the main series is kinda canon, even when he had wacky powers like changing his appearance with a super muscular control.
Oh, they just changed that? Oh, I guess. There's no way. They really just...
Plenty of characters have recalled events from supposedly retcon timelines before.
Yeah, post-crisis Supes did start as less powerful than in pre-crisis, but that was because of the mental blocks.
Though he's not a complete composite, there's so many other Supermen out there.
Future Superman, Big Robot Superman, Commie Superman, Dinosaur Superman. There's a bunch.
Still, this new canon has affected his abilities. For example, he and other Kryptonians can effortlessly travel through time. And while Superman's powers stem from the Earth's yellow sun, exposure to a blue star increases them even further. In fact, upon visiting a white star, he attained a whole new level of power.
How do I think Goku's gonna win, bro? Oh my gosh.
Superman just popped back up, saying space-time has lost its meaning for him. He really just said that.
Remember, Superman defies physics.
Like when he used heat vision to restart the universe by making an all-new Big Bang.
We've seen that his universe has a radius of at least 100 trillion light years, but we can calculate a more exact figure. The DC universe is 15 billion years old and expands at 60 trillion light years per half second. This means its radius must be over 50 nonillion light years across.
What? That's 31 zeros, and Supes helped make that happen.
Well, about 1/5 of it. That's still immense
it's
power,
like...
but if you want something bigger, here's...
But honestly, why couldn't Death Battle just make it simple? Just do the current canon versus the current canon of Super. Right? Like, I don't get it. Like, I still think I feel like Superman's gonna win anyway, but I still feel like it'll be a good, because the last big feat I remember is like Superman went through 10 suns to like punch this guy that was like multiversal. Yeah, whatever. I don't know, bro. It's too much. There's too much stuff. Let me just.
Of the antimatter universe, and then Superman,
punched him so hard it kickstarted another one of those reboots.
Now, Superman does have weaknesses. There's
trying to
kryptonite,
let
of
it
course,
go, guys.
and
I'm
exposure
trying.
to red starlight can fade his powers over time.
Not all at once. He has been able to move planets around while under a red star, so...
And everyone knows Superman can't deal with magic, but it's more accurate to say he doesn't have any special resistances to it. He's defeated plenty of magic users before, even Shazam.
Superman challenges
But
the idea that
you see that most of
absolute
these are
power
showing the
absolutely.
old continuity?
He's the goodest good guy of them all, but there is nuance
It's like,
to being
damn,
good,
man.
even if he is the ultimate power fantasy, unstoppable and incorruptible.
Such as when he took on the World Forger, one of the
Oh,
most
this is
powerful
gonna be
reality
okay.
shapers
Yeah,
in
they're gonna
all
show
of
right here.
creation.
Who was in the 6th dimension, crafting a whole new multiverse to replace the one Clark calls home. Who's gonna stop him?
Superman could, and the Forger knew it. So he was trapped on a world with a sun so distant he could never escape. Or so the Forger thought.
Instead, Clark found the strength he needed to fly at that sun, dip through a ton of stars, KO the World Forger, and shatter his new multiverse with a single punch. Because that's Superman, a simple solution to overwhelming problems.
He's the kind of person to save a cat from a tree, answer Christmas cards from strangers, and tow hundreds of planets to a new galaxy all in the same day. What's not to like?
Truth and justice has no better champion than the Man of Steel.
Okay, before we watch this fight, I know Superman's gonna win. But honestly, I'm gonna take a quote from Stan Lee. I'm sorry, I'm such a biased ass Dragon Ball fan. I already know. I'm just trying to prepare myself. But I'm taking from Stan Lee. Whoever is the author decides, it's something like that. Like, fuck, let me search it up real quick. Editing me, you're gonna have to. Yeah, he says whoever the author wants to win would win. I mean, and honestly, that's true, because even like in a lot of the DC comics, I should be saying this for the end, but a lot of the DC comics, like Superman gets knocked out or gets stabbed or by some kryptonite bullet. But if he's so fast, if he's so multiversal, why does this stuff even get to him? Because the author decides that. So it's the same thing for this death battle. Because of just going on pure stats, the author, if we're only gonna put them at their best, and Superman has all these iterations, he's definitely gonna beat Goku, who only has like 4 versions, over 1,000 versions of Superman. Literally, you saw that. Like, it's just
This episode of Death Battle is sponsored by BetterHelp.
All right, we're skipping that. Sorry.
Your
Therapy.
schedule is large.
That's better. The combatants are set. We've run the data through all possibilities.
It's time for a death battle!
Well, come on. We'll see how far Goku can push him now. Oh, they're already fighting? Oh, Goku's already Super Saiyan, huh? Damn, why is it so clean though? Not Fighter Z intro. What the heck?
Today's the day. We'll finally settle who's stronger.
If you say so.
It's that Fighter Z model, isn't it? It looks good though.
You're holding back. Give it your all. No regrets.
Okay. Hold on.
Doing just fine.
Is it blue already? Damn. Whoa. Oh, the 1-inch punch is so cool. Did that really work? Oh, just blew up the moon.
Well, I guess we can wish it back later.
World made of cardboard. All right, I'll show you just how powerful I really am.
Oh. Oh, what the heck? All these this cool showing all these different versions of Goku versus Superman. What the heck? Now Xeno Goku versus the Cosmic Armor Superman. Oh, we're getting Ultra Instinct.
What do you think?
That was awesome. Nice suit.
Oh, thanks. Kryptonian fabric. My mom made it for me. That was clean. Alright, Death Battle, I see you. Goku would compliment in the battle though. Hey. Okay. A solar radius thing? Nah, what? Why would Superman? Okay. Oh, they didn't track the dimensions.
Huh? Ah, darn it.
Almost had me there. That was actually pretty
There's so
fun.
many versions of Goku fighting you in the back.
Yeah, it sure was. But I'll be stronger next time.
Whoa.
I look forward to it.
Oh, this is so cool.
Let's go again.
You're on.
Wait, hold on. I gotta look at all the ones in the background though. That was cool. Okay, that's Super Saiyan 4 Goku versus Superman. That's Goku and Superman just on Nimbus, so they're together. Kid Goku versus Superman. Gogeta versus Superman and Batman piece. Goku and Superman arm wrestling or eating together. Jojo, wait, Goku is Superman and Superman is Goku? What? Goku is Kakarot versus, I think it's Superman. And then that one I can't tell. That was okay. Alright, that was really cute. That was a good way to end it. Trying to not.
Who am I kidding? People are gonna argue this one forever.
Yes, I still don't agree.
Oh, especially with all the other continuities.
Yeah, for real.
I still don't
Goku
agree.
would kick almost every other Superman's ass,
Oh,
except for the
you
main
agree.
one.
There's a lot to cover, so let's address the 5 categories most representative of this fight.
There we go.
First up, strength. Both could hit hard enough to break or make their whole universe, or take it in stride, like when Superman got smacked by the whole antimatter universe.
At most, Dragon Ball's universe is 1,505 times larger than our own. But based on the DC Universe's officially established age and rate of expansion, it is 1.6 vigintillion times larger, over a novemdecillion times more than Goku's.
At some point you reach a number high enough that it just doesn't mean anything anymore. Anyway, Goku's obviously gotten stronger.
Okay, if they're gonna bring up that feat, what about when Goku shook the turn where the turn power is held? Apparently that's even more sturdier and vaster than Universe. But they didn't even bring that up? Okay, whatever. Let me stop. Let me stop!
Let me stop! Of times, he's defeated Jiren, Broly, Moro, and Fu.
But even if we highball Goku by quadrillions or quintillions of times, the gap is just too much, especially with the World Forger feat. Not even Heroes competes with that. Superman takes the edge in strength.
But strength isn't everything. Let's talk speed. Both are obviously way faster than light, but Superman crossed that mega-sized universe of his in seconds and flew faster than infinity.
Makes sense, he can keep up with the Flash, whose speed is so ludicrous it's unquantifiable.
Don't count Goku out though. Flying across the entire afterlife in base form and outspeeding Eos's future sight takes some crazy speed.
Fighting Zamasu as an omnipresent merged timeline also—
Where's the numbers for that feat though? Huh? Okay, anyway.
implies immeasurable speeds.
That combined with instant transmission and ultra instinct could probably keep up.
Maybe.
What is this in the corner? Look at this. This, which could be immeasurable speed. Immeasurable. Okay, so
Superman is faster, but both are immeasurable. The safest bet here is to say they tie in speed.
Especially when we look at skill. Goku's a martial arts master. He's definitely got better battle instincts. He wants to fight and is dedicated to his training, while Superman sees training as a means to an end.
Superman's knowledge in pressure point combat and Kryptonian martial arts are impressive, but he's only used them a few times. It would be disingenuous to say he's an equivalent master at them.
So Goku wins in skill, but not necessarily in experience.
Don't get it wrong, Superman is not a mindless brawler. He's trained with Batman and Wonder Woman. He's even defeated martial arts experts like Cobra without powers.
Goku has spent decades training, but Superman battled Norse demons for 1,000 years.
He's also astonishingly brilliant, like when he reassembled the reality warping miracle machine from memory.
I still don't feel like they should count what that shit says in canon, because that makes no damn sense. Like, so that means all the years. And is that really Norse thing really canon? I just feel like, no, I feel that. Man, whatever.
Experience obviously goes to Superman.
Makes sense.
But perhaps less obvious is our last category: powers.
Hakai, Spirit Bomb, Mafuba, Instant Transmission, God Key, God Bind. How does Goku not win with those?
In Dragon Ball, Ki is dependent on physical ability, so it's different from magic. God Ki is simply pure Ki, and magic isn't an auto win against Superman anyway, whose greater strength could break out of something like the God Bind.
Mafuba and the Spirit Bomb would take way too long, and Goku's never successfully used Hakai before. Even if he did land it, Superman's impossible to erase from reality. Like, he's tanked Omega Beams, which do the same thing as Hakai.
Superman can time travel, countering Instant Transmission's similar ability from Heroes. And regarding teleporting him to a red star, ignoring the fact that Saiyans can't breathe in space, though Goku's certainly tough enough to withstand a vacuum, Instant Transmission requires another person to act as a beacon. He can't just warp to any red star.
Even if he did, Superman could simply fly away and find a blue or white star for a supercharge.
And Goku could not pull off the same trick twice, as Superman could phase through his attacks.
So, that's it then. Clark has too many counters, so he takes the edge in powers and it's over.
Well, I think there's something else. Goku versus Superman breaches a broader zeitgeist. It's more than just two characters fighting. For a whole generation, especially in 90s America, superheroes represented an unyielding status quo. Spider-Man, Batman, Captain America rarely change who they are or what they believe in. For a lot of people, that's tiring, and Superman is an icon of that. Then along came anime. There was a whole other world of ideas and stories for us sheltered Westerners to experience, and Goku's an icon of that. So while many see this as a debate between characters, others see it as a debate of ideologies and culture. And if that's what's at stake, who wants Goku to lose?
You sure you're not overthinking this?
It's not our intent, but it does call into question what we're doing. How can people agree with what we take as fact when fiction relies on interpretation? Are we stripping characters of their importance by simplifying them to contestants in a vacuum of violence? And if so, then what's the point?
I mean,
because it's fun, Wiz. Damn it, man. There's more than one way to appreciate something. We're having a great time talking about awesome characters and slamming action figures together. And that's okay.
Yeah, you're right.
I'm just saying, no matter who you prefer,
Bruh,
that battle was
saying.
super, man.
That's the worst pun.
What? It fits them both.
It's so lame.
I don't see you doing any better.
I do the math. The pun's your job.
Well, maybe if you math as good as I punned, then Goku would have won.
What is wrong with you?
alright, I don't know why I went to my own stream, but how do I feel? Of course, I feel salty as a fucking Dragon Ball fan, obviously, but I already knew that was gonna happen because I knew they were gonna do that shit again, where it's like a million iterations of Superman versus what? 4 versions of Goku. They had canon Goku that was from Dragon Ball to Super. Then they even had GT Goku, and then they had the movie Goku, and then Dragon Ball Heroes Goku. Which Dragon Ball Heroes Goku is basically already Super Goku and GT Goku, so it's not even really 4, but and I guess manga Goku maybe. So if I'm being nice, it's like 5 Gokus, but in reality it's like 3 different Gokus. It's like, bro. And then they even said it themselves, every other version of Superman, of course Goku would win. But then not the main one, because in this thing where they said recently, all the different versions of the main canon, the Golden Era, Silver, is now the same thing. That makes no damn sense, bro. You know that makes no damn sense. It's like, bro, it's like if we're gonna do that, then that means, oh, if I play a video game and the video game is supposed to be canon and I mod in Superman, that means Goku can win, right? It's like, I don't know, like all these different feats and shit that you don't like, because if you read the comics, that doesn't happen. If you pick up a comic right now, like recently when Superman is like in a Batman issue, like Superman gets knocked out by this Batman, I haven't really read the comics recently, but like some Batman protocol that hits him with a kryptonite knife or bullet, which if Batman's so transcendent and fast and can fly instantly, why didn't he just dodge the robot and get stabbed and gets knocked out? It's like, bro, what? I don't get it, man. Honestly, I feel like Death Battle is always gonna have Superman win unless Toyotaro and Akira Toriyama or Dragon Ball Heroes does some shit where it's like, hey, let's have Goku fight this guy that can go through multiple universes in an instant, just like that, and he gets powered by the sun, and it's like some monster alien, and Goku beats him with his Mastered Ultra Instinct, or he stacks Kyoken on top of it, or you know, something crazy, you know? Like, I just feel like in another 10 years, 5 years, Death Battle was gonna do this again. And so I feel like this is what's gonna happen. Look, until Goku has some feat that can surpass all 10,000 versions of Superman in one, I think we are never gonna see Goku win in Death Battle. I think honestly that's just how it's gonna be. That's how the cookie crumbles. Sadly, that's how it's gonna be. We're never gonna see Goku win unless there's some crazy feat that happens either in the canon or in Dragon Ball Heroes, where Goku fights some crazy ass monster, some dude that can transcend multiverses, travel multiple multiverses at the same time, and across the world in existence and different realities or something, and Goku beats him. I think that's the only time we're gonna see Goku beat Superman in one of these Death Battle videos, honestly. And I think that's only if they're only gonna keep combining all these different versions of Superman as the main Superman versus Goku. It was still very fun to watch. I liked it, and it was very cute. They weren't just dicks about it, like, oh, Goku's dead. No, they did it really nice, where they showed him with the halo. They showed all the different versions of different dimensions of them fighting, and you know, they said, let's fight again. So yes, I enjoyed it. I loved it. I just wish we saw more. You know, they showed Heroes Goku, they showed Super Saiyan 4. They didn't really show, you know, they just showed Super Saiyan, Super Saiyan Blue, and Ultra Instinct, which is still great, you know, but it's just like, just don't show all the transformations if you're not gonna show all the transformations. I was waiting. It was animated very nicely, everything was nice. I loved it. It's just obviously, of course, I want Goku to win, but I already knew deep down it's not gonna happen. Not gonna happen for like another 10 years or something like that. But anyway, that's it for me, guys. So leave a like, comment, and subscribe if you enjoy this reaction. I don't know if this will blow up. Hopefully it does. If not, it's okay. Whatever. I make this for fun, and I just watch my own stuff all the time. But see you guys next time. Have a great day. And leave a comment what you guys think, who should have won. And yeah, see you guys later. Peace.